So yeah, for the second team, there's nothing much really changed, but the gargoyles are unlocked. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So for the yeah the give me a second. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. My name is Daviator, I'm the captain of the channel. We have now reached streaming altitude, and our destination today is Clash Royale. As you can see in the middle of the screen, there's gameplay already happening, and also I don't want to waste any more time to start this tutorial. Oh yeah, just another quick note, my face is gone, and that's totally intended. I have found way better use of the down left corner than my face. There's absolutely no emotion evolved in this video. This is pure tutorial, educational, get on the next level stuff. So yeah, my face is not really needed for that one, as you will see further on in the video. So yeah, let's start real quick. The gameplay in the middle is intended for well, you know, just you can see me how I play with the deck that I'm currently using, which I really like, and it's also very fun to play. So it's not only pretty good, it's also fun to play. This is why I like this deck so much. And oh yeah, also a lot of YouTubers claim that they have the best deck, and some of them even have multiple videos where they claim the same thing, and I will not claim that thing. It's a pretty good deck. It's versatile. It's pretty okay if you do errors. You can do something wrong, you know. You can still recover from that, and it's really nice. But yeah, it's definitely not the best deck, but it's a very good core, and it helped me actually reach Arena 7, which is pretty big achievement in my opinion, because well, as you can see in the middle, not the best player here, but you probably already noticed that. But yeah, I think it's a good team for, you know, like players like me who well, want to keep the game free, because it's actually a free-to-play game, and it's a very good free-to-play game because you can have fun with it even if you don't pay. So yeah, there's a big shout out for the developers there. It's a proper free-to-play game. And yeah, of course, you can argue, you know, like if you pay a lot of money, you will win. But yeah, on the other side, if you just pay money and have the best units and you don't know how to play with them, there's a pretty good chance you will still beat them with the teams I show you for each area. And yeah, so yeah, let's start right away, I would say. So don't mind the leveling of the characters. I've just made the tutorial like now, so yeah, don't mind the levels. The levels are not important, well, except for the last area, of course, because then they actually reflect how far I am. But yeah, the levels for the first, you know, 5-6 areas is not really important. Just look at the units, and well, of course, if you don't like a unit, just replace them with another. And maybe I will have even a tip for you, which are good replacement units. I don't know. I like ranged units a lot because you can kite, you know, and if you don't know what it is, you can like make the opposing units run around the map a lot and get shot at while they can't do any damage. So yeah. Anyway, let's start with the first area, I would say. So yeah, the first team, the big punches are the Musketeer and the Mini Packer. These are the units which really pack the punch in this team. Then we have the Archers to, you know, like yeah, mix it up a little bit to keep it more dynamic, the team. And of course the very good starting card, and a lot of players still use them at top ranks. The arrows to clear out, well, a lot of little units with one shot. And then the fireball, fire arrow, how it's called, for the for decks which have a lot of building, depend on building, or you just want to snipe things away and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a pretty good card against buildings, so that's why I always have it. And then the knight, you know, for a little bit tankiness. And then pretty much the core of all my teams are the goblins, the melee goblins with the knife, and the spear goblins with, well, you guessed it, the spear. Yeah, and they're pretty little, pretty nasty, and if they're not stopped, they do a lot of damage. So that's why I like them a lot. So yeah, this is pretty much the first team, and it's nothing really spectacular here. And on the other hand, it's the first arena, and if you have a rough idea of what you're doing, you will be breathing through it pretty easily. So yeah, for the second area, nothing much has really changed. The Musketeer has been replaced with the minions. They are very fast, and yeah, they can do also a lot of damage, just like, well, they're pretty much flying goblins, to be honest. And well, they are flying, so not all the ground units can hit them. So that's pretty nice to keep the deck very versatile. So yeah, I've replaced the Musketeer, and I really love that card. But I've replaced them because this deck already has enough other ranged characters. So that's why I replaced the Musketeer card. If you have dislike any other of these cards, just swap them around, like play a little bit with the deck. You will be fine. It's a pretty good core. So yeah, well, still the same. The minions for damage, a combination with a tank and a little bit of goblins, and maybe some archers at the back, to clear it out. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and yeah, it will bring you to the next area, which is Area 3. And in Area 3 we are pretty much near the final deck, because we have finally unlocked the cannon, which is the cheapest building that I've unlocked. I don't know if there will be any even cheaper buildings, but yeah, it's a ground only building. It does a lot of damage, but the number one reason why I have it in my deck is to divert the building only unit types, which is like, the Hog Rider, or even worse, the balloon. And yeah, the balloon, you want to divert it, you want to kite it, you want to make it an extra round around the area, because if this thing is near you and there's a free spell or something else, well, you're pretty much done. So yeah, this is basically why I have the cannon in my deck, and it will save your behind a lot of times. Which brings us to Area 4, which is almost the final form of the deck, and it's of course it's a good alternative which you can also play, but I will come to that later. So yeah, what happened is the minions have been replaced with the minion horde. The minion horde has a better, how do you want to call it, elixir to damage ratio or whatever. Yeah, they all get shot down with arrows pretty easily, of course, I know that. But yeah, if they're not stopped with the arrows, it will bring the opponent in pretty big trouble. So this is why I prefer them to actually, not the normal minions. So this is why I prefer the horde, let's say. And yeah, the unit I did not like in the beginning, but now I cannot play without him, is the Hog Rider. If you play with the sound on, I can understand. He has a a quite irritating scream when he's summoned. Or, well, if you like it, then it's way better, because then you can enjoy it every time you summon the unit. But anyway, he's pretty good. He's very fast, and especially for decks who build buildings in the middle, you can just put him in the middle. He will jump over the river. He will smash up all the building. It's a lot of fun, this unit. And yeah, the rest has stayed pretty much the same. And well, I want to jump right to area, well, what took me through area 5 and 6 even, is the, well, final form, I would call, of my deck as it is right now. The only thing I've done pretty much is I've exchanged the arrow spell with the infamous zap spell, and not to be confused with the lightning. The zap spell is the little pretty quick spell which hits the units in a nice circle and stuns them or stops them for a second, and then they will pick out new targets if you have placed any units in that little fraction of time. So it's a very interesting spell, and it opens a lot of opportunities. And if you have a little bit of range, you can take down the minion horde, or just the minions, or whatever. You can pretty much hit anything with it, and it's worse. Even if you have 3 goblins with it, it's pretty much worse, because, well, it's just 2 elixirs. So yeah, I really love that spell. and it also brings down your overall elixir rate to I think it's 3.0 even. So this is pretty much a sweet spot, in my opinion, because it keeps the deck really fast and versatile. And yeah, it's really nice. And if you even want a faster deck, then there is what I call the frenzy option, which replaces the minion hordes with the normal minions and the little goblins with the skeletons. And it's a really crazy fast deck. It has a little less punch than the other deck, of course, but it plays really fast. And yeah, for me it's too fast even. Some of the times I confuse myself and then I play the units wrong, and this is why I don't play the frenzy deck. But if you're really in for the quick fast fun, this is probably the choice you should be making in this game, because it's pretty fast, this deck. It's really something. You should try it out if you like fast decks, and if you don't, well, then of course just leave it there at the right corner of the screen and don't worry much about it. So yeah, one last thing I want to do in the video is give little tips how I play and how you should play, well, what your core gameplay is with the team I'm playing right now. And as you can see, I almost have 2000, so I almost hit area 7, which I was not aiming for at the beginning of the video, but yeah, I am able to hit it now, which is pretty interesting game with a lot of pressure on it. So yeah, I just want to pick that game to give a little commentary of how I play. So yeah, let's jump right into that game, I would say. As you can see, not a very interesting start with the cards I have. So I will get just the goblins away to make the deck a little bit more interesting. And then I would just take out the elixir pump right away with the fireball, because otherwise it will annoy me and then you will have way more elixir and then I'm confused and then we'll die alone and I have to cry and all that stuff. So this is why I like to take it out early. This is like my first really aggression move with the Hog Rider, a little zap help, and the archers. And the archers get blown out by the little fire guys. I don't even know how they're called actually. Let's call them fireballs. And he plays another elixir pump, which is getting on my nerves. And then I counter my first Royal Giant, how it's called. I have not encountered this unit so far. It's a relatively new unit, I guess, a common unit, so everyone who has hit area 7 will have it. And I have no idea how to play against it. But yeah, this will also show why I like the deck so much, because even though I only have a rough idea of what I'm doing, I will be able to do something with this game, so that's pretty nice. And there you have a multi-unit, and the only thing I will do is just put some little goblins there, which get totally erased by the little fireball things. So yeah, I have to retake my shot with the Hog Rider, and he is at enough HP, so he doesn't even care. So that's really nice. This very good mix of the deck. And now I just have to well, basically to wait for more elixir, because I've used almost everything, which is not a very smart idea. But I got a little bit win hungry at this moment of the game. Luckily I have now recovered enough elixir to take out the giant pretty quick. A little zap there, and well, he's gone, and all my units are gone, but well, there's room for my Hog Rider, and a very lucky shot there, because he placed a mortar cannon and I was blindly placing the units, so it worked out pretty nice there. Yeah, and now I don't know what to do, to be honest. There's an elixir pump right at the top, and I didn't see it right away, so here I pretty much waste my fireball on the tower, but it takes it down, so it's pretty nice. So the only thing I have to do is survive, and I placed the Hog Rider there to, you know, give him something to do while I take out the Royal Giants. And yeah, now it's just praying that he won't take out my base, and he doesn't. So yeah, it was pretty lucky. I think if he had more time, he would have taken me down. But yeah, well, again, it was my first time against Royal Giants, and it turned out pretty good. And now I'm I'm in Area 7 actually, and it's really exciting for me. And yeah, I have a little bit of experience in Arena 7 right now with the still with the same team, and up until now it's still working pretty good. But yeah, I still have to work on an effective way to take out the Royal Giants. And if you have something really effective how to take out the Royal Giants, just leave a comment, and maybe I can modify my team, my layout a little bit to take out these big units. Yeah, but anyway, it has been a very nice trip, and now I'm at Arena 7, and I think everyone can do it with the team I have presented you guys, because, well, they're pretty good. I'm really not the best players, so yeah, you should be able to do it. If you have any thoughts or any complaints, or you need some input of which card you want to replace because, well, for example, you really don't like the Hog Rider, just leave a comment and I can maybe give a tip, or even better, someone else can give a tip of what to do or what not to do. So yeah, it has been a pleasure to showcase the good teams, not the best, but the good teams I have for each area. And well, I hope you have a little fun with it and you can enjoy the game with it. And yeah, I will hope to see you next time. So it's Daviator out.